I just finished watching The Handmaid's Tale, the whole series, and then I watched the first season of The Testaments. This video is not really spoiler heavy, but some of the pictures I might use for examples may contain some spoilers. And I've been thinking about how in Gilead, the place where The Handmaid's Tale and The Testaments take place, most women cover their heads. The only exception really are the wives of the commanders, but everyone else covers their head. And I was thinking how it's different in our world for the most part, because in The Handmaid's Tale in Gilead, the little girls wear those pink bonnets, but in our world, in cultures where women cover their hair, they usually cover their hair once they hit puberty or after they get married. Like Jewish cultures, they cover their hair, whether it's like a scarf or something, or they wear a wig after they get married. They don't show their actual hair. Or like in Catholicism, women who decide to become nuns cover their hair, but the average woman won't cover their hair, even though that was different in the past. In like Western culture, women would cover their hair. I just wanted to talk about that because I thought it was interesting how in Gilead, it's the girls who cover their hair and not the women who are married, when it's the opposite in our world. But then I realized that it's not about religion. The women in Gilead do not cover their hair because of religion, it's because of class. And that distinction between religion and class gets kind of murky because Gilead is a theocracy. The wives of the commanders, they're at the top. They're at the top of the social hierarchy because, like, they're the wives of the most powerful men. But handmaids, Marthas, aunts sometimes do not cover their heads, and sometimes they do. I guess it depends on context. And Econo wives, they all cover their heads, but the wives of the commanders do not. And also, the daughters of the commanders, when they're little, they cover their heads. But once they reach maturity by Gilead standards, they also don't cover their heads. They show their hair, but it is pulled back and tied back. They don't wear their hair loose, I guess, as a sign of modesty. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days. I've been wanting to make this video, but it didn't click for me till last night that it's not about religion, it's about class. The head covering for women is not for modesty. It is kind of, but to separate the women who are lower status from the women who are higher status. It's, if anything, a reference to the Tignon laws in America, where black women, whether enslaved or free, were not allowed to show their hair. Only white women could show their hair. I think The Handmaid's Tale and The Testament's lack of focus on race causes a lot of missed opportunities. I don't know, maybe they think that adding race to everything that's going on in Gilead will complicate things, but I disagree. I think it would illuminate some things because if race was talked about more explicitly in these shows, I feel like I would have made that connection between the head coverings and the Tignon laws a lot sooner.